Hi, I'm Brandy.
I'm Gracie.
And I'm Ken.
And we're doing
La Vie Boheme from Rent.
La Vie Boheme. La Vie Boheme.
In the late 1980s, Jonathan Larson and Billy Aronson began working together on a modernized adaptation of Puccini's opera La Boheme. During the early stages of the creative process, Larson asked Aronson if he could make it his own project, and Aronson bowed out. Larson continued the tribute to La Boheme, and this is most evident in the Act 1 finale number, La Vie Boheme. A local New York City restaurant is the setting for La Vie Boheme. At the restaurant, Benny, the antagonist of the musical, becomes frustrated with the rest of the cast and tells them that Bohemia is dead. What follows is a raunchy and defiant response that pays tribute to all things Bohemian. The presentation of the song is one aspect that makes it so rebellious and shocking. The characters completely take over the restaurant and show no regard for the other customers. Mark opens the number by strutting across the dinner table, and throughout the song, the characters make vulgar gestures, dance on the tables, and intentionally make the other customers feel uncomfortable. Near the end of La Vie Boheme, Roger and Mimi provide an interlude with their song I Should Tell You, in which they discover that they are both HIV positive.
You, me, you,
This discovery leads them to begin a relationship and adds to the excitement of the moment. The cast then finishes Act 1 with the rest of La Vie Boheme. To Mark, Roger, Mimi, and the rest of the group, this is what the Bohemian lifestyle is all about: living life to the fullest and making no apologies for their enthusiasm. Through their raucous celebration, they seek to prove Benny wrong and show that Bohemia is anything but dead.
La Vie Boheme celebrates rather than censures Bohemian life. Its humor undermines social values and puts faces to individuals living within this culture. It starts with an organ and a quote from the Requiem Mass, followed by the first line of A Little Town of Bethlehem. It is a list song delivered by each character, listing things and aspects of their life that prove that Bohemia is still alive. It is also a recitative song, with parts performed more in speech song or rather than actual singing. Many different musical thoughts are layered on top of each other to make the song. A catchy vamp plays underneath while the soloist sings their list and the cast repeats La Vie Boheme. Segmenting between the song and dialogue with Collins, Roger, and Mark also allows La Vie Boheme to quote Puccini's opera in Roger's guitar solo.
That doesn't remind us of Musetta's waltz.
It begins as a funeral song to Bohemia, then proceeds on to the main theme. As the characters stand up to celebrate their lives and dance, the choreography is slightly chaotic and their gestures crude. The costumes are sporadic, odd, and characterize these people as Bohemian. They directly address the men in suits sitting with Benny, which demands attention from a social group that might consider Bohemia dead or wish that it would die. They prove that Bohemian lifestyle is still alive and will continue to live on. Near the end of the number, the cast shouts,
Actual reality! Act up! Fight it!
This is a direct quote from the AIDS Coalition Act Up, designed to fight the disease, raise awareness, and demand action from the government. Jonathan Larson was directly affected by AIDS in 1987 when his friend Mac was diagnosed, followed by others.
Bohemia, Bohemia's a fallacy in your head. This is Calcutta. Bohemia is dead.
Bohemia refers to the unconventional lifestyle that the group lives as poor musicians, artists, and intellectuals. When Benny says that they are living in Calcutta, a reference to the poverty-stricken city in India, he is essentially saying that Mark and his friends need to realize that their romanticized idea of Bohemia is imaginary, and that all they are really doing by refusing to give up their unconventional lifestyle is keeping themselves in a life of poverty. The characters then proceed to reject Benny's assertion by listing all of the things that they love about their alternative lifestyle. The song ultimately turns into an anthem about being alive. Rodney Hicks, the actor who played Benny in the original cast, said it best when he talked about the first time the cast performed the song after the sudden death of Jonathan Larson.
That informed what La Vie Boheme is today, because we were like, we're celebrating life. Oh, all life.
That celebration of life and the defiance of the mainstream cultural beliefs found in La Vie Boheme can also be seen as a direct parallel for the show's message about those infected with the AIDS virus, in its depiction of the HIV-positive characters living relatively normal and happy lives, an issue that is directly addressed in the song itself.
To people living with, not dying from disease.
That line, as well as the final exclamation of the song,
Viva la vie boheme!
encapsulate the overarching theme of the show that even in the face of hardships, the focus of life must ultimately be about living it to the fullest.
La vie boheme!